One country's vision for a new global AI order was just laid out.
And a rival nation just announced it's building the world's first national AI factory. We're starting there.
I'm Mila.
I'm Milo, and this is AI Daily.
Later in the show, we'll talk about Japan's plan to build sovereign AI infrastructure with NVIDIA. But first, we have to go to Shanghai.
At the World Artificial Intelligence Conference on Friday, Chinese President Xi Jinping delivered a keynote speech. It wasn't just a speech, it was a pitch for China's role in the future of global AI.
The core message was framed around a people-centered approach to development. She also stated China's aim to cooperate internationally and help developing countries get more equitable access to AI.
Which is a direct counter-narrative to the current US-led export controls. The speech also included a specific endorsement of open-source AI models.
And a critique of what was described as US efforts to protect its lead in AI semiconductors and models. This isn't subtext, it's just text. It's a vision for a global AI ecosystem with Chinese technology and standards playing a central role.
The phrase open source is doing a lot of work there. It's positioned as democratic and accessible, in contrast to the proprietary closed models from some of the biggest US labs. It's a very clear strategic message.
And it's a message that landed the same day one of China's most prominent startups demonstrated exactly what that strategy can produce.
Chinese AI startup Moonshot unveiled a new model called Kimi K3, and the headline number is its size, 2.8 trillion parameters.
For context, that would make it the largest open-weight model in the world. The term they're using is open weight, which is important. It means the model's parameters, its core DNA, are publicly available. It doesn't necessarily mean the training data or code are.
Right. It's a crucial distinction from truly open source. But for developers, access to the weights is a massive accelerator. Moonshot says Kimi K3 is designed for advanced reasoning and long-horizon coding, and that its performance approaches leading frontier systems from the US.
So, on the same day China's leader advocates for a more open, globally cooperative AI ecosystem, a Chinese company releases the world's largest open-weight model. The timing doesn't feel coincidental.
It aligns perfectly. You have the top-down geopolitical vision, and then the bottom-up demonstration of technical capability. The open question is how this model actually performs on independent benchmarks once it's in the wild.
And whether approaching the performance of US models is enough to shift developer momentum, especially when a government is explicitly backing that shift as a national strategy.
So while China is making its pitch for a new global AI order, one of America's key allies is making a very different kind of move.
NVIDIA and the government of Japan announced they are launching what they call the world's first national AI infrastructure.
What does that actually mean? It sounds like a marketing term.
It's more concrete than it sounds. At the center is something called a Vera Rubin AI factory. It's a massive compute cluster with over 140 megawatts of power, all based on NVIDIA's platforms. This isn't just a supercomputer for researchers. It's being framed as a sovereign national utility for building AI.
A utility, like a power grid but for intelligence. That framing is interesting. It suggests AI is becoming a foundational resource a country needs to control and manage for its own economic and national security.
Exactly. The announcement also mentioned partnerships focused on physical AI and agentic AI, so robotics and autonomous systems. Japan isn't just buying chips, it's building a vertically integrated, state-backed ecosystem for creating and deploying AI applications.
You have China pushing a global open-weight strategy, and you have Japan, in partnership with the dominant US chipmaker, building a walled garden national sovereign infrastructure. These look like two very different blueprints for how a country engages with AI in the next decade.
Two very different and very expensive blueprints. The question now is which model gets adopted by other nations trying to catch up.
Also in AI today,
the NVIDIA partnership with Japan also specifically calls out work in automotive AI.
And Moonshot's new model is backed by Alibaba, one of China's largest tech conglomerates.
The World Artificial Intelligence Conference in Shanghai, where she spoke, is an annual event intended to showcase China's tech prowess.
So you have a global pitch from one nation.
And a national fortress from another. The race isn't just about who has the best model anymore. It's about who has the dominant strategy.
I'm Milo.
I'm Mila.
This is Milo and Mila's AI Daily.